कोई काम आप नहीं करते थे, आप सिर्फ इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग गुड लुकिंग नेता हो, उसके अलावा आप में और कुछ नहीं है। आपको ये सुन के बहुत बुरा लगा उस
ऐसा
समय?
है कभी। देखिए, राजनीति में मुझे लगता है कि हम इश्यूज़ को, प्रिंसिपल्स को, मुद्दों को लेकर काम करते आए हैं। हम चुनाव लड़ते हैं तो जनता के सामने कुछ इश्यूज़ लेकर जाते हैं और पब्लिक उसके आधार पर वोट करती है। और मेरा अपना व्यक्तिगत मानना है कि पब्लिक डिस्कोर्स में, राजनीति में कोई व्यक्तिगत द्वेष, व्यक्तिगत ग्लानि या व्यक्तिगत कटुता की भावना नहीं होनी चाहिए। और एक शब्दावली का प्रयोग, जिन शब्दों का चयन हम लोग करते हैं, बहुत सोच समझ के करना चाहिए। और मेरा जो सबसे कठोर विरोधी होगा दूसरे दल का, जिसने चुनाव मेरे खिलाफ लड़े हैं या जिसने मेरे को बहुत कुछ कहा है, फिर भी एक मान मर्यादा बना के रखनी चाहिए। और मैं चाहता हूं कि कम से कम मैं एक उस सीमित दायरे में रहकर अपनी बात को रखूं। मैंने इश्यूज़ रेज़ किए थे, प्रिंसिपल्ड इश्यूज़ थे, फंक्शनिंग के, गवर्नेंस के, लीडरशिप के। और मुझे लगता है कि हमारी पार्टी में इतना लोकतंत्र है कि अपनी बात को हम रख सकते हैं। उस बात को सुना गया, ध्यान से सुना गया, और मुझे खुशी है कि एक रोड मैप तैयार किया गया है कैसे हम इन इश्यूज़ को टेकअप करेंगे और इसका निराकरण करेंगे समय रहते ही। और ये हम लोगों की बात थी। और मुझे लगता है कि इसमें जिस प्रकार का एक टकराव की स्थिति पैदा करी गई, कुछ शब्दों का चयन जो किया गया, वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण था।
You know what, Mr. Palin, when you spoke to the Gandhis yesterday, did you raise this point? Because not just being called Nikama Nakara, I mean, there were lots of stories which were going out, there were statements which were going out saying you took money from the BJP, even your choice of lawyers was some which was close to the BJP. Randeep Surjewala, in fact, went on record to say that a resort your MLAs are there is being guarded by the Haryana police, and what more evidence is required that Sachin Pilot is actually being propped up by the BJP. Do you feel vindicated today? And did you feel very, very angry and bad and bitter at that time?
No, listen to me. I don't feel bitter or sad. I'm a positive person. I take things in the right spirit. A lot of our colleagues who are MLAs, there were close to 40 or 45 FIRs registered against them. They were fearing for their life and limb. And I think it's my duty to make sure that they are not harassed. In fact, in the times gone by, there was a lot of action that was done from the Rajasthan government, which I thought was uncalled for. And that, I think, strengthened the stand that the two sides were taking. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. I mean, I had maintained from day one what my stand was, and all of our colleagues who are MLAs have very categorically stated that they are raising their voice within the party and issues of leadership that they wanted to reach to the party high command. There's nothing wrong in that. But it's easy to allege, it's easy to point fingers, it's difficult to absorb things, maintain silence, and work and act and speak with dignity.
Yeah, but Mr. Palin, the point is that, you know, when someone like Ashok Gehlot himself in the sound bites, and I'm not even talking about anyone else, he repeatedly said that we have audio proof to show that Sachin Pilot actually was negotiating with the BJP. There has been a kind of a trading of money. Did you feel bad about that?
Like I said, Pallavi, it is very easy to make allegations. It's very easy to discredit people. I don't want to go into that. I had my issues. I raised it at the right forum, because I think the All India Congress Committee is the right platform to have said that. We had raised it before. Unfortunately, the people responsible for that communication in the middle, I don't think did the right job. That's why there was a lot of pent-up issues that needed to be addressed. And me and my colleagues felt that we have to make it happen now. 18 months that have gone by, I'm not saying this, responsible people in Jaipur have said this, that I mean, all was not well. There was a lot of issues that were going on, and we wanted those to be addressed. It's not about persons and personality. I think it's about what we had promised, how we were not able to function and get the space, respect and regard that we deserved, and we were not allowed to do the thing that we wanted to do. It's important to raise those issues. It's, you know, in politics, name calling and allegations are very easy to throw at. It's much more difficult to take a stand, to look and to introspect and to see what went wrong and how to fix it.
But you know, Ashok Gehlot in an interview to us also said कि आप दोनों के बीच में कोई बातचीत नहीं थी पिछले 1.5 साल से। तो ऐसे कैसे सरकार चल सकती है? क्या ये बात सही है कि आप दोनों के बीच में कोई कम्युनिकेशन नहीं होता था? और क्या ऐसे में आपके लिए वहाँ वापस जाके वहाँ पे राजस्थान में काम कर पाना आसान होगा?
अशोक गहलोत जी एक वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, और व्यक्तिगत रूप से मैंने हमेशा इसको मेंटेन किया है कि पब्लिक लाइफ में विचारों का मतभेद हो सकता है, लेकिन उसको कभी पर्सनल नहीं बनाना चाहिए।
क्या ये बात सच है? आप दोनों में बातचीत नहीं होती थी?
मैंने 6.5 साल, पल्लवी जी, मैंने 6.5 साल कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष का काम किया है, और 5 साल हम विपक्ष में थे, तो हम लोगों ने लाठियाँ खाई, हम जेलों में गए, हमारे पे मुकदमे हुए, घेराव किया, धरना किया, पदयात्राएं करी, भूख हड़ताल करी और सब कार्यकर्ताओं ने मिलकर खून पसीना बहा, तभी जाके सरकार बनी है। अब जिन लोगों ने सरकार बनाने में योगदान दिया है उनकी हम पूछ नहीं करेंगे, उनको मान सम्मान नहीं देंगे, उनके काम हम लोग नहीं करेंगे, तो जवाबदेही मेरी बनती है एज पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट। तो ये सब इश्यूज हमने रेज़ किया था और मुझे लगा कि उसका निराकरण करने की बजाय एक तरह की एक एक्रोमनी पैदा हो गई और उसी कारणवश हम सब लोगों को दिल्ली में आके अपनी बात को रखना
तो
पड़ा।
वो टिपिंग पॉइंट क्या था? क्या वो सेडिशन चार्ज या जो नोटिस आपके खिलाफ दायर किया, क्या वो टिपिंग पॉइंट था जिसके कारण आप दिल्ली आए?
स्वाभाविक है किसी व्यक्ति के ऊपर जो प्रदेश का उप मुख्यमंत्री हो उस पर आप देशद्रोह का चार्ज लगाएं या नोटिस भेजें या पूछताछ करने की बात रखें बिना वजह, तो उससे बहुत ठेस काफ़ी लोगों को पहुंची। मुझे भी बुरा लगा कि इस प्रकार की कार्रवाई नहीं होनी चाहिए थी और इस बात को हम लोगों ने उठाया। इसके अलावा बहुत से ऐसे इश्यूज़ थे जो मैं चाहता था एड्रेस हों और वो हो नहीं पा रहे थे क्योंकि मैंने कहा जो लोग संगठन आदि के रिस्पॉन्सिबल थे इस कम्युनिकेशन के, वो अपना काम ढंग से नहीं कर पा रहे थे। इस बात को मैंने उठाया था, लेकिन दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण वो मामला बढ़ता गया और अंत में आके हम लोगों को स्टैंड लेना पड़ा कि अगर हमें राजनीति करनी है, पब्लिक को जवाब दोबारा देना है, दोबारा चुनावों में जीत हासिल करनी है, तो हम लोगों को कठोर निर्णय लेने पड़ेंगे और जो हम लोगों को दायित्व दिया गया है, जिम्मेदारी दी गई है, उसको पूरा करने के लिए जिस तरह से काम करना चाहिए, जो संदेश देना चाहिए, जो ग्रास रूट्स का फीडबैक आना चाहिए, जिस दिशा में हमें काम करना चाहिए, वो उतनी गति से हो नहीं पा रहा था, इसलिए हम लोगों ने इश्यूज उठाया।
But Mr. Pilot, you do have a direct hotline to the Gandhis, but it didn't you feel bad that while you were talking to the Gandhis, the Congress party comes out, strips you off as a deputy chief minister and as a PCC chief? They did not even want to give you that kind of a time?
Well, I've had the opportunity to work on many positions in Parliament, in Government of India, in the state, as party president, and I don't think posts are, the be-all and end-all in life. What's more important is that you work with conviction, you are answerable, accountable to the people that you serve, that have voted for you. So parties, I think decisions party take, one has to accept. And I only want that in the time to come, the roadmap that we've evolved to address those issues that we all have raised, that will be done in time-bound manner, and that has been assured by the party
that you're going to be made the chief minister? Mr. Parekh, in your talks with the Gandhis yesterday or with the Congress leadership, have you been assured that you'll be made the chief minister? Do you think you should be getting that top post?
Well,
yeah.
No.
At some point of time? Yeah.
Pallavi ji, a year and a half ago, the Congress party decided to make Ashok ji chief minister, and I was made deputy chief minister, and we worked. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like we had planned. There were differences in the way of working, and I made that, very candidly. I accepted that. Now, I don't know what the future holds, but I have left all decisions about what my role should be to the party. I have not asked for any positions or posts. I'm quite happy to work. I'm an MLA. I'll work in the state and wherever my party needs me to go. But I have not made any demands of that nature, nor have I insisted the party gives me assurances. All I want is my issues, and the people who have spoken out, they shouldn't be targeted. I think there should be no vendetta politics. They should not be harassed or tamed into submission. That discussion we had last night also, and I'm very openly saying that people who have raised their voices should be heard, because they're all people who are, someone is a 7-term MLA, one is a 6-term MLA, they're ex-speakers, ex-cabinet ministers, so they are important people who have gone to jail with Indira ji at that time. So they're not people who have not seen the Congress party. For 40 years they've served the party. If they have grievances, they must be given proper redressal, and as leader of that group, I think it's my job to convey that message, and I'm quite happy to inform you that the Congress leadership in Delhi was very receptive to the issues that we raised, and they've promised to take stock of it and redress them as soon as possible.
There were statements which came in from many of your party colleagues, calling you a princeling. Many said that you people are entitled, you and Sindhya, you have not stuck up posters, you don't know what the grassroots work is all about, and it's high time that the party shuts its doors to you. Were you angry at that point of time? Because we know that as a party president, you actually would try to build up the party for at least 4.5 years, if I'm not wrong, when you were the Pradesh Adhyaksh.
In 2013 Vidhan Sabha elections, the Congress party was reduced to 21 seats out of 200. And it was a huge uphill task when the then Congress president Rahul Gandhi ji asked me to become party president. And at that time also, I'm sure there were reservations about him appointing me as party president. But I moved to Jaipur, and I can tell you with all the responsibility at my command that those 5 years were, some of the most years full of struggle for all of us, and it was difficult to rebuild a party which has been reduced to 21 seats. And we won every by-election, we won every corporation election, every municipal election. So to get young people, to get Congress party workers motivated again, it was a huge challenge. But I took everyone along, and we delivered the results. But people say things when they feel they should. I don't want to respond to that. I've worked with every single person's name that you took, and I only wish the best for them.
Okay, and now what next? Because you're going to go back to Rajasthan, but you're going to be just another MLA. You're not going to be a deputy chief minister. Would you want that designation back for you? Are you happy just working as an MLA there? Is Rajasthan going to remain your Karma Bhumi?
Well, I've been there for 20 years, and I certainly will remain there. That's a place that I represent, and I have a commitment towards working for the people. Position and post, I don't know what the future holds. I left that decision to the party, but I will work wholeheartedly. I think we have promises that we made that have to be kept, and I will leave no stone unturned to live up to those promises. And whether I'm in position or not, it's not important. But people are important, their faith is important, and the confidence we have with them, that has to remain unbroken.
मुझे पता क्या बदल गया कल कि आप जाके मिलाए गांधी परिवार से, राहुल गांधी से और प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा से? क्या आपके दिमाग, क्योंकि बहुत लोग ये भी कह रहे हैं कि आपके पास कोई ऑप्शंस बचे नहीं थे, बीजेपी में आप शामिल नहीं होना चाहते हैं, कांग्रेस आप छोड़ना नहीं चाहते हैं, लेकिन आप उप मुख्यमंत्री भी नहीं हैं।
मैंने बहुत शुरू से अपना स्टैंड क्लियर किया था। आज से 3 हफ्ते पहले मैंने अपना स्टैंड क्लियर किया था कि हम पार्टी प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर अपनी बात को रख रहे हैं, इसमें कोई नया नहीं है। अब 100 तरह के आप आरोप लगाना चाहें या सुनना चाहें, वो आपकी मर्जी है, लेकिन मेरा स्टैंड शुरू से क्लियर था। मैंने ना तो कांग्रेस अध्यक्षा, ना कांग्रेस पार्टी, ना कांग्रेस सरकार, इवन सरकार के अंदर भी हमें लगा कि कार्यप्रणाली में बदलाव की ज़रूरत थी, उसको हमने मुद्दा बनाया। और मैं समझता हूँ लोकतंत्र में कोई अतिशोक्ति नहीं है अपनी बात को रखना, उसका संज्ञान लिया गया और समय रहते ही पार्टी ने सारे इश्यूज़ को टेकअप करने के बाद एक रोड मैप तैयार किया है, जिससे सारी समस्याओं का निराकरण बहुत जल्द हम लोग कर पाएंगे। और ये मेरा दायित्व था, जिन लोगों की वॉइस थी उनको हम लोगों ने दिल्ली तक पहुंचाया, और मुझे लगता है बहुत जल्द इसके परिणाम भी आएंगे।
Is it going to be easy for you? आप जयपुर वापस जा रहे हैं, is it possible for you to work together with Ashok Gehlot? Will we see that big hug between you and Gehlot? Will you meet him?
Pallavi, I have spoken about what the situation is. Let's not start getting into speculation as to what might not happen. We have a common purpose, that is the people of Rajasthan. We'll work together in the state. But I have made my issues very clear to the party, and I have been given assurances that those issues will be resolved. So let's wait and see what happens and what the future holds.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions before I let you go, because I know you have to go off to Jaipur also. But the point is that Mr. Gehlot, yes, I just ask you 2 quick questions. Mr. Gehlot has just given a soundbite where he says that it's my responsibility if people think that I am not with them or I have hurt them. Is all going to be well between Gehlot and Pilot?
Pallavi ji, I have worked with every leader in the Congress party for 20 years. It was nothing personal against anybody. I just wanted certain very important issues to be addressed, because we have to go back to the people, and I felt our governance systems were not appropriately designed to meet the demands of the day. And it's important I said that. I would be doing injustice to myself and to the people if I didn't air those views. I think that much freedom the party has given us. We've done that. So I've heard a lot of things. I have name calling, unparliamentary language used against me, but I think I'm going to put all that behind me. It's not correct, I think, in public life to get into name calling and to doing personal attacks. Issues of principles, issues of convictions, issues that are important for the people of Rajasthan. I think that should be a priority, and that's what I'm going to focus on.
Okay, and there has been a lot.